Right, we're going to do a video today. We've got Simon underneath the car, and we're going to do a video for how to change the gear linkage on the automatic transmission.
On the Disco 3.
On the Disco 3.
So we are, so we started the video there so you could sort of see where we are on the car. Now apparently there should be an under tray under here, but it's missing on our car. But you can see we've got the underside of the automatic transmission here with all the finned heatsink. And the problem we've got, we took it into Land Rover for a recall and they said your gear change is stiff, which to be honest I'd never noticed, and it's not because I'm exceptionally strong, it just seemed okay to me. But looking at it, it looks like this bush here, so this cable here moves backwards and forwards and rotates about this point here to change the gear. So the bush actually in this bit seizes. So we're going to put a new one of these arms on. Right, so we're going to loosen those two bolts. First thing I'm going to do is put a bit of pen, because later in the process we're going to take this rod off. So I'm going to go right up to that pivot there, so I can see when we clamp it back we've got the right amount of cable sticking out. Right, so we've put some WD-40 on here. First of all we're going to loosen this top one here, which is a 13mm socket, isn't it, Ian? Yeah.
It took a wiggle to get on.
Right.
The rust on them.
You reckon, don't take it all the way off, do you reckon?
You need to loosen that one right the way off.
You reckon take it off?
You should be able to, yeah.
I'm going to leave it there just a minute, just while I do that second one. Right, so on this second one here, there is actually a nut. Can you see it there on the video? Oh, just use the ring in. So there is a bigger nut on the outside. There we go. Oh, there we go. I'm going to put that one. I've probably killed your light. Let me see. Let me get that out of the way of the light. There you go. You can see it again. So it's probably not a bad maintenance precaution thing to do this, is it? Right, so on the forums, what they're saying, if this gets stiffer and you don't do anything about it, you'll get to the stage where you can't actually get the car out of park.
You can't get in any gears, or it will start jumping out of drive. So if you go from a junction or something and it revs and you don't actually go anywhere, then this is most likely the cause.
Oh, I've got to get this nut all the way off, haven't I?
Yeah.
Better speed up. People are getting bored. Alright then. So what did we take it in for a recall for? It was its servo air system and the tow bar. So it is, there's the little nut. Can you see that little, what do we call those, flanged nut there? Yeah. Alright. Okay, let's get him out the way. Alright, and then we get that off. Alright. That's that top one.
The gun's stiff again.
Yeah, he's...
They are nipped up quite tight, these, but we have already loosened them.
We've done a Blue Peter, we loosened them a bit. I don't like to look feeble on these videos. Right. There you go, I can get out the light again. So yeah, so you can see there, can you see in the camera there that's got a little slot in it there? Or what was that? We lost a little spring washer. Right, let's get out from under here and let's have a look what that looks like compared to the new one. So there you go, you can see that's the cable there, and that's your sort of input shaft to your gearbox. One thing just to say quickly, if you zoom back in, we put the car, to work on the car, we put it in the off-road mode. So we put the suspension up and it gives you plenty of room. We did put an axle stand under there because if one of the airbags goes, you'll be flat. Right, so here's the old arm we've just taken off. And obviously that was the nut and washer that was on this end, and you can see the slot clearer in this new arm, and so obviously it's the bush in here. Now we've got to remove this old insert, so we're going to put that in the vise. Now we might be able to get these, I don't expect they're that expensive. We'll have a look. We'll probably put a kit on eBay with these arms, we'll put them on the website, eBay, wherever. So let's have a look. Okay, we can. So is this the bit that's so say seized?
That's the bit that seizes, yeah. It's not too tight on ours, which is probably why we didn't notice. But it's not loose, is it?
No. So is that, can we get that out? We're going to have to knock it out. I was hoping I'd just be able to spin it out. Alright, let's drift it out. got a screwdriver, so it's plastic, because there are some little prongy bits on the end of this insert, so I don't want to damage it too much, but it just enables me to do it. Oh, he's coming. Well, I guess you could just... There you go. Right then. So, that's the insert. It's metal, isn't it? Yeah, it's a metal insert. And it's got these funny little castellations at the top. And they're different. So, one way you can see they're sort of hemispherical. And that's the way that's the side that grips on the cable. And then that one is...
Square to take the head of the bolt.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll clean that up now. And we'll come back and put it all back together. Okay, so we've cleaned this up. We're going to reuse the old one, but we might put a kit together with new ones. We'll have a look. That then goes back in there, and that spins nice and freely now. So we're going to put this back on the car, making sure we get these two cutouts right. Let's have a dive under here. Whoa.
Oh no.
Right, yeah, yourselves comfy, or do you want to get that light? Right, here we go. So there's the bolt, yeah, so that's that T-head bolt thing. Can you see that there? Right, let's get this all in the right order. So that wants to go on there. No, is that's the right way, isn't it? Yeah. And then this wants to go. Now when I'm looking from under, right, I'm just going to get that bolt in there first. Okay, right, and then I've got to rotate this so the square bit's under here. Let me see if I can... Oh, there's a bit of shadow going on. But basically we've got to rotate this so that the bits of the nut are lined in there. Right, okay, and that all sits in there nicely like that. Right, I'll put that back to you, Ian. That's sweet, that is, that's no problem. Right, and then I'll put the...
A bit of copper grease.
And put that little washer on there, that little springy washer. You got a bit of copper grease for me? Well done. And put a bit of that. There we go. Right, and then put the big nut on that one. We're going to have to get ourselves a 4-poster lift. But having said that, everyone at home ain't got a 4-poster lift, so...
Doesn't mean we have to suffer.
That's true. We could gloat. We could go, if you had a 4-poster lift. Oh, I'm looking for that socket set, Ian. You got it there?
I thought you had it, I think.
I certainly did have it. Oh, it's just lying under the car. I'm trying to find stuff. Hold on. Here we go. Right, so now luckily that where I put that paint on that cable, it's lined up sweet with it. It's not a problem at all. And in theory, nothing should be moving that much anyway. Oh, I'm getting quite excited about trying my new easy super glide gear change on.
Need the spanner to nip that up.
Yeah, oh yeah, because that's yeah. Easy come, just do it against the nut at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh. Now that spanner is 21mm, but we haven't got a 21 in our extensive tool collection. It's not going on now. So it's what's the nearest we got? What's the nearest we could find?
13/16 or something like that. Just about grips it.
Ah, right, there you go. Right, all on at the top.
You can use that spanner just to hold that arm, stop you causing any damage inside the gearbox.
Not bad, are they? I want to stress the gearbox.
Just keeps it all nice and safe.
See, I'm going to put him like that. It's got a tight spot on it.
There we go, we've just taken it for a quick drive just to make sure it goes in all the gears alright. and now it's lovely and smooth, and you really will notice a difference if yours has started sticking. So that's all wrapped up. Good luck with that.